In the world of My Hero Academia, quirks are everything. Some are cool party tricks, some are useful for support, and then there are the ones that just break the game. These are the quirks that end fights in seconds. No warm-up, no second chances. Today, we're counting down the top 10 most broken quirks that could end a battle instantly. Abilities so dangerous that if you face them, you might as well say your goodbyes before the fight starts. Let's begin. 10. Explosion. Katsuki Bakugo. At number 10, we start with something loud, Bakugo's explosion. This quirk allows him to ignite the nitroglycerin-like sweat from his palms and create powerful blasts. On the surface, it's just explosions, but in Bakugo's hands, it's so much more. He uses it to fly through the air, dodge attacks, close in on enemies, and blast them at point-blank range. He can use explosions to create smoke screens, change direction mid-air, and keep enemies constantly guessing. The reason it's broken? The mobility it gives him. You can't hit what you can't track, and you can't block what's coming from above, behind, and both sides at once. 9. Overhaul. Kai Chisaki. At number 9, we have Overhaul, a quirk that's terrifying both in concept and execution. With a single touch, Chisaki can completely disassemble anything into its base components, and then reassemble it however he wants. That means he can instantly destroy an enemy, heal himself, or reshape the battlefield mid-fight. If he's injured, he can rebuild his own body. If he wants cover, he can raise walls from the ground in an instant. The fact that one touch is all it takes makes Overhaul an almost guaranteed win at close range. The only way to survive is to never let him get close, which is easier said than done. 8. Erasure, Shota Aizawa. Number 8 might not look flashy, but it's one of the most dangerous abilities in the series, Erasure. When Aizawa locks eyes with you, your quirk stops working, just like that. No fire, no ice, no explosions, no regeneration, nothing. Against anyone who relies heavily on their quirk, this is the end of the fight before it even begins. You're forced to rely purely on physical skill, and in most cases that's not enough. The beauty of Erasure is its simplicity. No need to overpower you. Just switch off the very thing that makes you a threat. 7. Warp Gate, Kurogiri. At number 7, we've got Warp Gate, Kurogiri's signature quirk. This allows him to create portals anywhere within a certain range, letting him teleport people or objects instantly. In battle, this is chaos. He can move allies out of danger, drop enemies into traps, or interrupt attacks by making them vanish mid-swing. It's both offensive and defensive at the same time. One second you think you're about to land the perfect hit. The next second you're falling through a portal and wondering where you're going to land. Good luck trying to fight someone who can be everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Inoxi, Half Cold Half Hot Shoto Todoroki. Coming in at number 6 is Half Cold Half Hot. Shoto's quirk gives him total control over both ice and fire. He can freeze entire sections of the battlefield in seconds, trapping enemies in place before they can react. Then he can follow up with devastating fire attacks, burning through defenses and forcing his opponents to deal with two completely opposite threats at once. The range, area control, and sheer versatility make it one of the most well-rounded and most dangerous quirks in the series. Against someone like Shoto, there's almost no safe distance to fight from. 5. Decay, Tamura Shigaraki. Number 5 is pure nightmare fuel, Decay. If Shigaraki touches you with all 5 fingers, whatever he's touching begins to crumble into dust. And once his quirk evolved, the decay started spreading instantly through anything connected. The ground, walls, even other people. It's not just a one-touch kill, it's an area of effect death sentence. Dodging him isn't enough if you're standing on the same surface he just touched. One wrong step and you're done. It's a quirk that doesn't just defeat opponents, it erases them. 4. One for All, Izuku Midoriya, All Might. At number 4, we have the iconic One for All. This quirk stores and builds up power over time, granting its users superhuman speed, strength, and durability far beyond normal limits. At full output, a single punch can create shockwaves that level buildings and send enemies flying out of the fight instantly. While it requires immense control to avoid self-injury, in the hands of a master like All Might, it's almost unbeatable. If you can't dodge that one decisive hit, the battle is over before you hit the ground. 3. All for One, All for One. Number 3 is the reason villains can sleep at night. knowing they have an ace, all for one. This quirk allows its user to steal quirks from others, store them, and use them at will. That means an all-for-one user can have super strength, regeneration, ranged attacks, and teleportation all at the same time. They can also give quirks to allies or take them away completely. The adaptability this provides makes all-for-one almost impossible to counter. Every move you make can be met with a different power you weren't expecting. 2. Time Manipulation, Eri Rewind and Sir Night-Eye's Foresight. At number 2, we've got a tie between two very different but equally game-breaking quirks. Eri's Rewind allows her to reverse a living being's state, healing injuries or rewinding them out of existence entirely. Sir Night-Eye's Foresight lets him see a person's actions into the future, predicting exactly what they'll do and when. One controls time itself, the other controls inevitability. Against either of these, there's almost nothing you can do. You can't hit someone who knows your every move, and you can't survive someone who can erase you from the present. Danger Sense, Gear Shift, Late Game Deku. And finally, at number 1, we have Deku's late game combination of Danger Sense and Gear Shift. Danger Sense warns him of threats the moment they arise, no matter how fast or sneaky they are. Gear Shift lets him manipulate speed and acceleration in ways that break the laws of physics, allowing him to move and strike faster than his opponent can even process. Put together, it's like fighting someone who sees every attack coming and can respond before you've even finished thinking about it. Against this combo, there's no trading blows. You're just getting outmaneuvered and taken down instantly. Those are the top 10 most broken quirks in My Hero Academia. The ones that can decide a fight before it even starts. Which one do you think would be the hardest to beat? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this list, make sure to like, subscribe, and join me for more anime power rankings and breakdowns.